So, welcome to Candid Conversations with Nicole and Marion. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, this is Nicole.
And I'm Marion. And let's get down into it today. So, Nicole, what's going on with you today?
Nothing, just been busy. My son, he goes to year-round school, so he is what's called tracked out. And what that is really quick is he goes to school for 9 weeks and then he's out for 3 weeks. He goes to school for 9 weeks, he's out for 3 weeks. So this week, this week he was tracked out. So just, having fun times with my son as he is tracked out for at least one more week, people. So just pray for me, keep me in thoughts and prayers. In Jesus' name.
Yeah. That's so long. So you like the track out system?
Yes.
Hmm.
How about yourself? What's been going on with you?
Well, for me, let me tell you what happened. So Super Bowl happened on this past Sunday. Go Kansas City Chiefs, they won. But there was an issue. We had right before Super Bowl, we had to go to the convenient care here. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. So if you take a close look at my fingers, you see these two right here, and I'm not sticking at the bird or anything here. Well, I had a run-in with a can of peas. So needless to say, I cut my finger on a can of peas trying to multitask with fixing Super Bowl food and regular food for the week. And it was an epic fail. I will say that. I ended up cutting my finger. My husband had to take me to the convenient care because it would not stop bleeding, y'all. It would not stop. So I was like, okay. And then what really made me go to the convenient care was when I was sitting down and I was like, "Whoo, I feel woozy." Who would have thought that you would have lost that much blood with a cut on your finger? So I went to the doctor and they patched me up. So I would say a can of peas plus the Super Bowl um, divided by convenient care equals, 2 stitches in one finger, 3 stitches in another one, a tetanus shot in your arm, and antibiotics, which I found out the antibiotics were making me dizzy. So I had to stop that. So just pray for me that I don't have any kind of infection or anything like that. But that's it. That's it. That was my excitement for the week. So that was it.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're glad that you're back with us. We're glad.
Yes.
And we're glad that we have all 10 fingers.
Yes, praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. So we're going to get right into it. So boom. So get this. So I was just talking about with the Super Bowl. And I know you are not a sports fan. I know that. I know. But the cool thing about this is that there at this Super Bowl, which it was Super Bowl 54,
yes.
At this Super Bowl, there was history made at the Super Bowl. And the history made was Katie Sowers, who she is 33 years old, and she is the offensive assistant coach for the San Francisco 49ers. And she is the first female coach to ever have coached within the NFL with the Super Bowl. And she's the second female coach to coach NFL team, but she's the first to go to the Super Bowl. So kudos to Katie Sowers.
Yeah.
And plus, she's openly gay.
Yeah, I was reading that about her. I'm so glad that history was made again at the Super Bowl. Because like Marion said, I am not a sports fan, so I didn't
It's
even know what
not.
number. So I was like, is it 26, 37? I don't know.
Right? No, it's not. It's 54. Yeah.
But kudos to Katie Sowers,
Yeah.
right? Katie Sowers.
Sowers.
First assistant coach. So kudos to you. Keep your head up. Keep doing your thing. Girl power.
Yes.
Girls rock. So good job.
Hello. And boom, get this. So she was not the only girl that was rocking at the Super Bowl.
Right.
Did you, I know you're not a sports fanatic, but did you see the halftime show? Absolutely not. I already know. You didn't see the halftime show. Girl, so let me tell you about this halftime show. Now, you know Shakira, Hips Don't Lie. You know, she was out there with Jennifer Lopez, and Jennifer Lopez's daughter was on there singing. They actually did a duet together on stage.
Aww.
And little Emmy, she's 11 years old. She made her little debut singing with her mom on stage.
That's
and her mom
awesome.
is 50 years old. Girl.
Yeah.
She was shaking it.
She was. I did not see the halftime like Marion has stated, but I did see the pictures and the blogs and all that stuff, and she looked amazing.
Yes.
She looks really, really good.
Yes.
She looks really, really, really good. I know that there's a meme out there with her and one of the ladies from the Golden Girls, like, this is how 50 used to look, and this is how 50 now looks. So
hello. Honey, just a little taste of what she had, honey. Because I said, she is in here shaking them hips. And Shakira's birthday was actually on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes.
So you know she was working it on out. And
yes.
in Miami, so you know they was, girl, they was in, I was just sitting here like in amazement because at sometimes I can't even move my hips and both of their hips was shaking like I don't know what, honey. Girl, I said kudos to them. And I'm 43 and she was getting honey.
I know.
Girl, give me some of that gin juice.
Shake it like it's hot.
Yes, honey. She was shaking it like a salt shaker and pepper and the seasoning salt thrown right on in there, honey. Girl, she was doing it. But kudos to them because they look phenomenal and they look on awesome. A phenomenal halftime show. So good. And I also like the part where they brought little Emmy out, and that was really good. That was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made her little debut with her mama. You know, Jenny from the block, honey. Jenny from the block. All right. So, Nicole, you know this is a continuation of our series on Tyler Perry.
Yes.
It's 9 o'clock.
So you know what we about to talk about.
I know.
What's the movie, Nicole?
Fall from Grace.
Girl, A Fall from Grace. Child, when I first saw the movie, when I started looking at it, I was like, okay, I was excited, of course, because it was Tyler Perry.
Right.
But first of all, I was like, okay, is it going to be like, you know, Grace, or is somebody going to be named Grace? And I was like, okay, somebody's name is Grace. Got that. But honey, when I tell you I was on the edge, I said, no, let's talk about it, Nicole. Let's talk about it. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about it because I'm done with it.
So I finally got to review it actually this week. Earlier this week, I got to see the entire. Because it's a show, or is it going to be like, is it a movie?
It's a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a movie.
So I saw the entire movie. Mm-hmm. It was really, really, I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people have had mixed reviews about Fall from Grace. I know, you know, some people had issues with the timeline of the filming. Some people, I know a critic from New York Times had an issue with, she didn't feel like the characters had enough depth in them. So I know a couple of people talked about like the wigs and stuff like that were used and stuff like that in the movie. I enjoyed the movie. It was really like, oh my gosh, no,
Yeah.
no, no.
But what did you think about did you think that he was going to play Grace like that? Did you
No,
think?
I did not. I did not.
And I mean, he seemed like a good guy in the beginning, and she fell for him. But it was so funny that her friend, well, I can't even say her friend, so I don't even know what this was. But Claire Huxtable, child, Felicia Rashad.
I know. I know.
Oh my goodness, she acted a fool. And I was like, your best friend set you up.
Basically.
Set you up for the kill.
Yes, she
and girl,
did.
Cicely Tyson in there just doing her thing. And if it wasn't for Cicely Tyson, Grace wouldn't have, Grace's lawyer would have never found out, child.
Right.
No, she got the
going
people
on
in the down, people under the stairs.
In the basement.
In the basement, locked up, stealing all their government checks, child. Girl, you got hundreds of people downstairs stealing their checks. What's up with that? Like, who even does that?
Exactly. But I thought it was a pretty good movie, Netflix movie. It's Tyler Perry. You don't never know what he's thinking. So it's like,
yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's a twist. It's always a twist. So
yeah, it shocked me because okay. So the part that really got me was when Grace was downstairs. She came upstairs and she saw her husband being intimate with another woman, and her husband had the audacity to get up and act like he wasn't nothing. I said, Nicole, how you feel about that?
Just straight disrespectful.
All we can
disrespectful.
do as women is just breathe on that part.
Yeah.
Because Grace did bow down gracefully out of that room. Because a lot of us would not have walked out like Grace did.
You know what though? You do, like, when I can only imagine, like, if you just come in and like just catch your spouse cheating on you, it's almost like a out of body experience.
I probably would have had one. I would have. What? No, I'm sorry, y'all. I wouldn't have. You know what? At this point, I wouldn't have known what I would have did at that point in time.
Yeah, you really don't know. Like,
no,
honestly,
you don't know. You don't know.
I mean, people always could be like, girl, I would have did this. Girl, I would have did that. I would have did this. But honestly, you don't know what you'll do in a situation like that. Speaking from experience, I had infidelity in my marriage when I was married, and when the woman that my husband cheated on me with came to my front door, I mean, it was literally like an out of body experience, because she was like, "Here you go, this is all his stuff." I'm like,
wow,
what? Like, I was just like literally like in shock, like,
wow.
Like, it's a little, because you don't expect for like someone to ring your doorbell and be like, "Hey, we're cheating on your husband. Here's his stuff." You know what I mean? Like, your mind can't process that, you know? So yeah, it was an out of body experience for me. I just like literally just like looked at her like,
yeah.
But I couldn't, like, my body was there, but it was just a weird, it's experience that unless it's happened to you, you won't understand. You really won't. But it's literally an out of body experience, because it's like, you hear what the person is saying, but then it's like, is this really happening? Like, am I being punked?
Yeah.
So it's a real out of body experience. I don't wish it on nobody though. That's not cool. But
I see that, because that is something you never know how you will react. You can say it all day, but I agree with you. You never know. Like, it's almost like when something happens, it's like you're stepping outside yourself, looking at yourself like, girl, do you see what I'm seeing? So it is something like that. So I can just imagine. I mean, for a lot of people, that movie probably touched them, you know, in that way, because there's a, you know, it's a lot of stuff that goes on that I mean, she didn't know how to react. She was angry, but she didn't know how to react. But she, in the end, you know, God always have your back. But in the end, it's almost like he needed her to go through that to see, really, really find out what kind of person he was, but also to find out who her true friends were. I mean, because Claire Huxtable was, I mean, that's her best friend, and she just threw her out like to the wolves. And it's just amazing. In our lives now, we really do have to, you know, almost like protect ourselves and ask, you know, to guard our heart, because you don't know what people's intentions are. And you really have to, you know, protect, you know, sometimes you do have to protect yourself and believe that and know that God he's there for you in those times, because I know that situation with you was a very hard thing to go through, but look on the other side, look what he brought you to, you know.
Right. And it also just shows like of the human spirit, like just to never give up and to always fight. Because like Marion said, he'll bring you out on the other side, and she was getting ready to give up and sign a plea deal, and then none of that would have ever been exposed, you know. So just never give up. Never give up on others, and never give up on yourself. So
wow, that's a wonderful way to go right into our reflections, Nicole. Thank you for sharing that. What's your reflection of the show, and what's going on with you?
That was it. Like, I think that's the message I got from it. Because so many times, you know, life have its ups and downs, and sometimes life throw you a curveball, and sometimes life is just like, I cannot believe I'm in this. Like, how did I get here? You know, but always realizing that you need to keep your faith, you know, and to know that like God's got your back, you know, and that again, continue to fight, because every day, you know, we fight. And sometimes it's the things we see, and sometimes it's things unseen, but just fight, because you know, that's how we're overcomers, we're conquerors. So you don't know what you have in you until, you know, pressure is applied. So just continue to fight.
Yeah, and when that pressure is applied, you know, what comes out on top is, you know, what comes out of pressure when you come out of a rock, when pressure is applied to that rock, what comes out is a shining diamond. So, and that's what you are. You are a shining diamond, and you are a great influence on people that you touch in your lives. So I'm glad that I am one of those people that are in your life, you know, and you touch my soul every day for the things that I call you with random stuff all the time. And it's good to have a friend that I can bounce those things off of, because sometimes, if y'all know me, y'all know my house be crazy. But I appreciate, you know, the friendship that I have with Nicole and my other friends that I have in my family, that I can go to that friend and say, you know, hey, this happened, or that family member or that friend to say, now, you know, you shouldn't have did that, or girl, you need to apologize, you need to do this, you need to do that. So it's good to have those people that you can bounce those different ideas back. And a friend to me is a friend that's not going to be that person that's always taking my side.
Right.
I don't want my friend to take my side all the time, because I know I be on that stuff at times. So I'm a work in progress, though. But I know that I'm on that stuff all the time. And we're laughing because she knows that it's true. So, yeah. So, and that's again why we like to share our conversations that we have, my everyday conversations. But I am glad that I do have friends and family that will tell me, yes, you were wrong with that, and no, you you shouldn't have did that, and you know, and apologize. So I'm glad that I have those people in my circle or what have you, because you do have a hater nation out there, and people are going to hate on you all the time. The spirit of hate is going to always be there. So, but you have to shine like a diamond and go past that. You know, that pressure being applied, like Nicole, go past that. You know, let the pressure come, because on the other side, God will have you, and you will prevail on that other side. He will bring you through the fire, honey. It was 3 people in that fire, but it was another person. They saw a 4th one in there, and those 3 Hebrew boys came out untarnished.
That's right.
Okay,
that's
so
right.
God had his back. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to the end of our show, and we appreciate you guys hanging in with there with us. We are on YouTube now. We have a YouTube channel called
we made it, y'all.
And we got, look, last week we said we had 1 subscriber.
1.
Hey, we got 2. How about that? We keep it moving, pushing. Whoop, whoop. So thank you for listening to us, and we are on. I don't know what happened, but we are on YouTube, and we are excited to have you. So check us out on Candid Conversations with Nicole and Marion on YouTube. You guys have a good night.